Hey guys, let's see what Tox plays.
Today, Tox plays Hearthstone and gets into a Tavern Brawl. Hey guys, Tox here, ready for Tavern Brawl number 80. Let's see if it's something new. Clockwork card dealer, standard. Tinkertown gnomes are testing. Oh, this is the. Okay, turn 1 you get a 1 cost card, turn 2 you get a 2 cost card. Interesting. So, how can this change? I think a lot of people played Secret Powie. I think that's been very effective. Um, I could do that, but I've already done it twice, so I don't really want to do it again. But how could you do it differently this time? With the new cards, with gadgets in. I don't know how it worked with Druid ramp. If you ramp up, let's say, Wild Growth on turn 2, you have 4 mana on turn 3. I'm assuming it's basing it off of the turn, so you'll draw a 3-drop even though you have 4 mana. So I don't think ramp's going to work. I was thinking it might be good to play um, try a Jade Druid, but I don't think that's necessarily going to be good if you're drawing based on turn and not mana. A Rogue Druid might be interesting though. Let me a rogue druid, a Jade Rogue might be interesting because I know that there's a couple cards I like to play in sequence. Oh, unfortunately, Jade Shuriken is the same cost as Jade Swarmer. That's a bit of an issue. And if I want Shadow Step, it's never going to show up because it's 0. It's not going to show up till after turn 10. So, because you can... Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. In fact, I think I'm going to cut here, make my deck, and then talk about it later. Otherwise, we might be here for a while. Alright, I'll see you in a second for you. Hey guys, so before I tell you about my deck, I actually, this is after I've already played all my games, I'm inserting this into the middle. I realized that this is Clockwork Card Dealer Standard. I missed that before, so I guess you can only use standard cards in here. I didn't notice as I was building my deck, and I don't mention it in the rest of my video, but keep that in mind. This is actually a different Tavern Brawl. Alright, onto my deck building. Alright guys, I've made my deck. I wanted to go Jade, but every single Jade class overlapped either with one of the neutral Jades or one of their own Jades. I guess not with one of their own Jades. Or yeah, I guess Rogue had 2 of the same. So I decided to try one of the other gangs. I'm going with the Grime Street, and I was gonna go with Paladin, but it was kind of hard to fit the right cards in, again because of overlap. You really don't want more than one type in each slot, except for one slot. So what I did here is I picked the 2 slot. I have a bunch of different 2-drops that I can draw on turn 2, but everything else I only have one type up until turn 8, where I have a couple options. A 6 I also have a couple options just because I don't really care if I just want a beast, because some of the hunter cards buff specifically beasts, so I want beasts in hand. Yeah, so turn 1 I'm going to buff a random beast in my hand, so I'm going to mulligan for beasts, and also Doppelgangster. I want to get Doppelgangster as early as possible. Turn 2 originally I was going to put either Hidden Cache or Trog Beast Rager in there because they're the ones that buff, but not only... So I have to pick a slot to fill up, but two drops have the most types of draw. So I have King's Elk in here, Loot Hoarder, Novice Engineer, Quick Shot, although I don't know if Quick Shot's going to come into play. I just searched for draw and threw in draw in there. Now that I think about it, Quick Shot might not be the best, but damage is always useful anyway. So the 2-drop slot is pretty full, but then 3s you just got Shaky Zip Gunner, then 4 Dispatch Kodo, 5 Doppelgangster, 6 Vanaheimane, and so on. The thing that I'm worried about is that once I get to turn 4, I don't really have these buffs anymore. Actually, I'm missing one of the 3-drop buffs that's neutral. But I guess I'd rather give a random minion in my hand +2/+2 than the neutral one that gives just +1/+1. I guess I could put both in there, and maybe I'll... Anyway, the issue is that after turn 3, until you get to Don Hancho, none of them give buffs. There's no neutral that I'm aware of, or a hunter card beyond 3 that buffs besides Don Hancho. So that might be the only major problem. We'll see how it goes. Paladin might have worked, but since Secret Paladin is the one I did the last 2, I was already leaning towards not doing Paladin, but there were, I'm trying to remember what they were, but I felt like there were some conflicts with some of the drops. Okay, well, so I start with a beast. I kind of like this hand. I'm going to get rid of Quick Shot, because I do want more minions in my hand. I guess it makes sense that I have so many 2-drops in my deck that I'm going to start with a hand of 2-drops. But at least this is going to buff here. I can either use this to draw, or I'll probably play this actually. And then once I get to one of the higher drops, or even somewhere in the middle, where I just don't want to play something else, give a random beast in my hand +1/+1. Yeah, I want to get something on the board. As much as I like Hidden Cache, I feel like that's going to be better. I can only play for 3 a 6/5, which is, or for 2 a 6/5, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, I might on turn 6 play like all 3 of these or something. It's not like, and I think I've been confusing it with Paladin, where you have things that buff your entire hand, and so you want as many cards in your hand as possible. I just realized it's not as important with Hunter, because they don't have the buff all. So I don't actually need draw in this deck, so you could probably change that in the 2-drop slot, take away the draw. It's not going to be as important, especially when you don't need draw when you're drawing the cards that you want each turn. So that might have been a mistake on my part. I think I'm going to just trade here. Yeah, I was going to mulligan for Don Hancho. I should have done that. Or not Don Hancho, for Doppelgangster. See, this hasn't been buffed. This is one of the cards that you don't necessarily want to draw on 4. You actually want it in your hand before 4. So I'm probably going to play 2 different 2-drops. So I'll play this and Hidden Cache and just attack here. Awesome. So I wonder what he's doing with Druid. I haven't... Oh, well then. I think I'm going to try that again, because that was a little too fast. I'll open the pack first, though, so I don't forget. This might be a little bit of a longer video today, but I think that's okay. Alright, so an epic. I don't know if I have 2 mountain giants. I probably crafted them, but it might be new. I'm gonna go check real quick. Really quickly. Doesn't look like it. What's this? What's new here? I didn't have 2 Masters of Disguise. I don't have 1 Masters of Disguise? Oh! I got rid of them when they nerfed them and got full dust value for them. So that's why I didn't have 2 of them. But it looks like I had Mountain Giant already. Okay. Back to Tavern Brawling. So let's try this deck again. Could have made changes to the 2-drops, but... yeah, I don't know. Either way, somewhere you need a slot to fill. Might as well be the 2-drop slot. Although I guess I could do like the 7, like 8 or 9 drops and just throw in a bunch of legendaries. But so the thing is, actually, the problem with this deck. I bet this will be Secret Paladin. The problem that no, don't really want. And the nice thing about this is you can mulligan your whole hand knowing you're gonna draw. Your first draw is gonna be what you want anyway. Oh, it's weird to have the coin. Okay, Dispatch Code is good to have. Actually, I might. Random beast +2/+2. Or put this out. That's going to do the same thing. Except this can affect anything. This is only beasts, but I only have beasts anyway. So I'll do this. And maybe turn 5. Okay, that's fine. Maybe on turn 5, I'll coin out Savannah Hymen or something. Or, yeah. Did I forget? Oh, no. Oh, yeah, my 5-drop Doppelganger, and since I don't have it in my hand, it's going to be at 2/2. So that makes sense. On turn 5, I'll bring out Savannah Hymen. Okay. Guess I'll throw out King's Elec. He's probably with his. Wow, he won with Murlocs. Okay. I might actually dispatch Kodo to kill the Murloc Tricolor. I might coin that out next turn. I'm just going face. Interesting. Wouldn't have done that. I think to survive, I'm going to have to do this. So I'm going to trade here. Yeah. There we go. I think I'll be okay now. If his 10-drop is every fin is awesome, then I might have some issues because I don't have any board clears. But oh, that was unexpected. Maybe 4-drop is his slot of whatever he's got. I kind of want to play. Well. Yeah, I'll do this and attack here. The next turn they can both trade into it. And then I can play Shaky Zip Gunner and Hidden Cache for 5. And then Savannah Hymen hopefully will be buffed by Hidden Cache. Oh, this is a random minion, so I guess it might hit Loot Hoarder, which is not great, but... Unless I draw a beast, which I won't because turn 5 is Doppelgangster. Shaky Zip Gunner will buff my Savannah Hymen, so that'll be a nice 6-drop. Didn't expect that, though. Okay, so I'll attack into here, he'll trade there, and then he'll be a 3/1, which is not ideal, but... In fact, I'm wondering if maybe I should play Loot Hoarder instead, just to have another body on board. I think that's more important than having something buff. I'm gonna do that anyway. It's probably the wrong move, but oh well. Oh right, that's when this one dies. I forgot that. Ooh. Okay. He traded. And he did not play Hidden Cache. Or he did not activate Hidden Cache, but that's okay. Forgot I put that in there. This is just as strong and better for me when it dies. Hopefully this is turning around for me. Ooh. Can't say I expected that. Ouch. Okay, let's throw it on Honcho. I had a feeling it was going to land on the beast. It's a pretty powerful beast. I'm assuming he'll trade there, yeah. And then I'll take out the Azure Drake. He'll probably play a dude. Okay, that'll be good next turn, assuming the beast is still alive. That'll actually be very good. As long as he doesn't have 10 damage this turn. Okay, he only needs 5 more in addition to this. Maybe another... Ooh, well... Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Gonna get a taunt up. I don't have a beast in my hand. I should have done that first. Whoops. I'm gonna kill that. And next turn, I'm just gonna start going face. Okay. I was wondering why you didn't get this on turn 4. Oh, I guess you can't really use it on turn 4. Ooh. That is pretty good. Okay. That's not considered a beast. I don't have a beast in my hand, so there's no use in me playing that. I guess... I will trade here, and trade here. I will play Doppelgangster to get stuff on the board. Quick shot here. Actually, here would be better. Hero power. Alright, now I've got things on the board to trade. I've got a minion with 14 damage. And I've got... Oh... a taunt up, but not for long. In fact, he's going to have a 3-3 out. Wow. I can't believe I forgot to buff my taunt. This is the end. Okay. Well played. My bad. I messed that one up. I don't know that I would have recovered anyway. I think I probably would have, because I could have... He wouldn't have been able to kill my taunt, so I would have done 14 and 8, so 22 damage to face. He'd be at 4 health, and I could just kill him this turn. Would he have had enough to... I don't know. I think I could have had it if I hadn't made that one mistake. Okay, well, that is this deck. I've explained the cons for it. Basically, if you do play something like this, you're going to want to mulligan the cards that you want to get buffed, because every card you draw, you're going to play that turn. You're not going to draw anything that you want to play in the future, because you're drawing things for that mana slot. So, if you want Doppelgangster to be buffed before you play him, you're going to have him in your hand before you get to turn 5, when you're playing all these buff cards. So my other suggestion would be not to fill up slot 2 like I did. Do that somewhere at the end. Just put in a bunch of legendaries. By the time you get to that far in the game, you're just going to want good cards anyway. Yeah. So this probably wasn't the best deck to make. That's what I made. worked out when someone decided to concede, and it almost worked out in this last game. But it definitely could be made better. But we learned some things, and I think that's the point of these videos. It's for me to show you guys what I figure out in the first couple minutes of the Tavern Brawl being released. Of course, it's an old one, but we have new cards to test out. So, all right, I hope you learned from my video. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. Tox out. Hi guys, thanks for watching this week's Tavern Brawl. If you want to go to my Tavern Brawl playlist, you can do so up above. If you want to see the previous brawl, you can do so on the left. And if you want to see the last time I played this specific brawl, you can do that on the right. I'd love it if you subscribed, and as always, feel free to like, dislike, and or comment. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you as always for watching. Tox out.